Hey guys, what's up? It's Kelsey here, and today is my fingerboard collection video part 2, or part 2018. I posted a fingerboard collection video in February of 2016, and you guys seem to really like it. I asked you on Instagram if you wanted to see it again, an updated version, and you said yes. So here I am, and here's my fingerboard collection behind me, as well as a bunch of decks. Now, if you watch my fingerboard collection video that I've already made, you'll notice that in the video I sort of said something along the lines of collecting fingerboards is not what I want to do. I don't want to spend a bunch of money when I can only use one fingerboard at a time. And I stuck with that for not very long. I don't purposely go out and buy fingerboards, but I've been going, or the past 2 years, I've been going to more fingerboard events, meeting more people, and when I meet a company owner or someone like that, I want to support them, so I'll buy one of their decks. So it kind of happens like that. I don't really remember the last time I specifically went on like Flatface or went on a fingerboard website and bought a fingerboard for myself to use. It's more like me supporting the people who support me. So throughout the video you're gonna see a lot of things that I've actually been given. I feel so fortunate that these company owners decide to give them to me. Lots of these decks I've made videos on. Companies send me in their products and I review them or whatever. I'm sure you've seen a few videos. So I'm just gonna go through in small detail most of my setups, which have like trucks and wheels and stuff on them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 decks that are completely set up. These, I have no explanation, it just happens. Before I start going through my setups and decks and everything, no, none of it is for sale or trade as of right now, and probably it won't be, because behind every deck is like a story, like, oh, remember this trip, remember when I met that person. So I'm very sentimental about most of these decks. From my first collection video, I watched it again, and this is literally the only setup that I still have from that video. I explained this one and that one, so if you want to know about this, you can go check it out. But I'm not going to go over that. So I'm going to start out with these two. These are, I guess you could say, my gag fingerboards, kind of just for fun. They're both made by Idol. This one is a little thick, 11 plies thick actually. So it's really fun. It kind of just feels like a plank of wood when you're riding on it. It's so heavy. We have dynamic trucks on here, teak tuning, and Winkler wheels. This one is harder to ride. It's completely flat. It almost feels like the kicks are going downwards instead of flat, because you're just so used to having them come up that it's so strange to fingerboard like this. Also, dynamic trucks, teak tuning, bubble bushings, and then these white wheels, I don't really know what they are. This is my other Idol that I have. It was one of the first ones that I got from him. I just love how these alien swirl flat face wheels match with the tree painted on the bottom, or the leaves I guess. And then these are white Y trucks with teak tuning. I never want to take this apart because it looks so good together. I just keep it forever, so that's fun. Two stack decks. Now this one was the first ever stack that I bought myself. I got this one a little over a year ago, I think. I love how it matches and the shape of it is really fun. This is his old mold actually, so it's a lot mellower than his new one, which you can see here. Then we have blue base plate BRTs and blue Joy Colts, just pretty cool setup. This one he actually gave to me at Texas Rendezvous, I think, and this is the gold base plate BRTs. Teak tuning, I have teak tuning on this one, of course. Most of these have teak tuning, bubble bushings, if not all of them. And then some flat face cores, which I got from someone in a trade, not really sure, but I didn't core them, I just know that. I'm not going to be going through the grip tape on these, so I'll tell you now, it's either like FBS, New Era tape, could be Theory grip, could be stacked, I don't know. Next we got two subliminals here. These were both, I think they were both given to me by Ben. This one is the Smurf one. It's one of his older ones, and it has a banana, board rail there. We have some white trucks and some Northwood Snugs. So it's really fun deck. It's kind of like, I usually give this one to little kids if they're trying to fingerboard because it's, you know, fun. This one of my favorite graphics that he has, we have the gold base plate BRTs, and these are flat face wheels, not sure their name, but this one is also a really clean setup and I like it. I'm not really going to go through this one. It is the P-Rep Complete that I had in my $20 setup video. Is it worth it? Go check that out. This one holds some sentimental value for me. It's a Berlin wood with the white and gold anchor graphic that's kind of worn off now. I think if you actually go back to my first ever video on my channel, you'll find this. Yeah, just one of the first Berlin woods I ever owned, 29mm. It's set up right now because when the 29 trend came around, I was at Jeremy's house and he asked if he could just borrow this for a little bit, and he did, and now he returned it to me, so that's cool. This is a Collier deck. It's one of their very first decks they've ever made. 2 were sent to Chubby Muffin, aka Jeremy, and one of them was for me and one was for him. So this is the first Collier I've ever gotten. There's Sulit wheels on here, another Filipino kind of company, Black River Trucks, Teak Tuning. This is my Beast pants that I have set up. I've owned 2 before, one feral, one domestic, and I like the feral shape better, so I kept this one set up. I really like this setup just because it matches so well. Like, these Joy Colts are yellow, green, and blue, and those are the colors that are on the board. I bought this one off of Chris when I saw him and met him for the first time at Sorry for Fingerboarding, so that's really cool. That's why I like this deck. Yeah. Next we have the Dead Willy deck. This was from my video. I'm pretty sure I made one with Jeremy, who's in it. I think the thumbnail's like me throwing him on the board or something. Go check that out if you want. We have the deck, of course, and then these black base plate BRTs and Winkler wheels. I apologize if I look like I'm about to die. I'm a little bit sick right now. That's why my voice is kind of like deeper. But last but not least, we have my 2 all-time favorite setups. The deck I was just referring to, the Berlin Wood Black River Shop deck, that's in my last video. You can go see that if you want. I was obsessed with the shape, loved it, very, very strong board. And then I got this Whoop setup. Now, I remember ordering this off of Zach. I was like, what's the deal with Whoop? Why is everybody obsessed with them? Let me buy one and try it out. I used it for probably a solid year or something like that. On here we have the flat face Black River Edition street shape wheels. One of my favorite wheels to use. Pink bubble bushings, Black River trucks, Whoop. This is either Theory or FBS on here, I'm pretty sure. So I cut it to 5 because at the time I was using this, I'd been fingerboarding for 5 years, so that's why there's 5 Black River skulls on there. So this board is about 2 years old. It was around this time when I started using this board that I realized I really enjoy Whoops and I kind of want to stick to using those. And for me at least, I really enjoy getting everything new wheels, new trucks, a new board, setting it up and using it until something busts or I get a new one, which is what happened. The wheels were kind of going out on this one. They were sort of clicking like this. You can pull them and they pop. So at Flat Face Rendezvous, I think it was April of 2017, he gave me this board. I put the Black River trucks on it. We got the Teak Tuning bubble bushings matching really nicely. And then these flat face dual durometers. I think I had these wheels before I had the deck, and so I was like, hey Zach, I know you love your creative freedom, but do you think you could include some turquoise in the deck so they match the wheels? And he was like, yeah, I got you. So he gave me this board. And I've been using it ever since. It's my main setup. It's the one you probably see in all my videos. And I love it, and I love it, and I love it so much. In a different way from the other setups I've had before, this has become one of my favorite boards that I've ever used. That's why I keep them set up. I haven't taken them apart. Obviously I'm still using this, so I wouldn't do that. Now I realize that this video is probably super long already, but I do want to go through my unset up deck collection and just show you guys a few of the most special boards that I own and the ones that I kind of just want to frame and keep keep forever. So let me pick out a few and I'll be right back. So I'm back with about 12 boards that I want to share with you guys really quickly because I know this video is super long already. We have the Berlinwood Kelsey fingerboards, 30K subscriber thingy. I asked Timo to do a custom for me because I was like, 30K, I gotta do something special, and I did give away the other one that was in my giveaway video. I gave it to Cole, who lives in the area, actually, coincidentally, so that was cool. I got to give it to him in person. So a lot of these boards are actually ones that are customs and stuff that companies have done for me. So I have a few Texas Rendezvous customs I'm going to show you. This one is the Texas Rendezvous custom that Northwoods did for me. The next Texas Rendezvous custom is this one that Collier did here. Christian gave this to me at my house. I think it was the day before Texas Rendezvous 7. This was the Berlinwood Texas Rendezvous custom that Timo gave to me in April Rendezvous of 2017. I kept one for myself because he said I could, so I definitely did. This one is a Blacklist Texas Rendezvous custom that Tom and Ryan did for me. This one was for the most recent Texas Rendezvous 7. It's really cool and it has some of my things engraved into there. Next are these two boards. This was the board that I was referring to a lot when I was talking about my woobs. It's the Berlinwood Black River shop deck that I had set up for a while. This was like one of my first long-term setups. Then this one is special to me because little did I know that I eventually got to go to the Black River shop because my grandparents got me that one when they went few years ago. I think I said in my last video, 2014. So this one is super special to me because I actually got to go and buy this at a physical, tangible store. This one is a unique deck. You can see it here. Mallory has changed her decks a lot since then. I promise they don't look like this, but this was one of her first molds, if not the first mold. Yeah, I was just a really big fan of her. I thought it was really cool that there were other girls that were interested in it, so I made sure to support her and bought one of these. This one is a subliminal custom that Ben made for me. It says Kelsey FB and the top ply is insane, and one of my favorite top plies I think I've ever seen. This is an Eminent deck made by Drake Elliott. He gave this to me at the April Rendezvous in 2017, and I think it's so pretty and I love the graphic on it. Next to last, we have this Catfish Barbecue Freshwater. I bought this off of Vlad when he came from California to Texas Rendezvous 7. It was really cool getting to meet him, and pick this one up. It's really clean and the graphics awesome. So last but not least is a deck, probably one of the most like controversial, problem-causing decks that I've ever owned, but kind of in a funny way. A lot of you probably saw my burning the rarest fingerboard video. A lot of you got mad at me because you said it was clickbait, and I truly just wanted to do something special for that video. I still have it. I definitely would never burn it. And yeah, you guys know the story. If you don't, go watch my my clickbait video. So that about wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't know if I'll do another one. If I get a bunch of new fingerboards for some reason, I guess I'll do one. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friend if you think that they should see my fingerboard collection. Like I said, super fortunate and really humbled to have the opportunity to have all these fingerboards. When I first started, I never thought in any world that I would be able to have this collection that I do now. But they're fun to look at and they mean a lot to me. Like I said, I shared a few of my stories that I have connected to a lot of these boards. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. We're almost at 50,000 subscribers and that's also insane. I don't know where you guys come from, but keep it coming because it makes me feel happy. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.